I just spent 30 of the most useful minutes studying language that I have ever had in my entire life. It is going to blow your mind. This is crazy.
I love a good experiment. So in this video, I'm going to see, can I learn more language in 30 minutes using AI than without it?
So if you don't know who I am, I'm Franco. I'm a polyglot, I'm a traveler, and I believe that language connects us to people around the world for a reason. While yes, AI creates very easy ways to completely bypass the labor-intensive work of learning a language, I really think that if we use AI to teach ourselves, and if we know how to use AI to teach ourselves, we will be ahead of the game. Nothing is going to replace that human connection, and while deep fakes can speak a bunch of languages, I still believe in the labor and the work and the commitment to making tons of mistakes that allow you to one day be fluent.
Even just a little bit of language will melt away people's guards and make them feel like you care enough and respect them enough to spend precious hours learning their language. And I love anything that takes a lot of time because it gives me a feeling that I'm working towards something. And language is certainly that, but I do love efficiency when it comes to learning. To make this all possible, I spent all morning having a chat with AI and creating a super prompt that I will give you access to. And I used the free version of ChatGPT to film this video. You can actually do it for yourself in your target language. Just look in the description box below and you can sign up to get the prompt straight to your email. I'm basically gonna test my Dutch skills. I've been living in Belgium for a year.
Ik spreek al Nederlands, maar ik heb geen intensieve cursus gedaan, dus ik heb een slechte grammatica.
Dus ik ga vandaag gebruiken om een beetje meer oefening te hebben, te maken voor mezelf. En hopelijk gaat dat lukken. And the prompt can work for all levels, which brings me to point number 1. In order to start this experiment, you need to know what level you're at. You could do a long placement exam, which is gonna take you some time, so set that time aside. Otherwise, you could just say you're beginner, intermediate, or advanced.
I'm excited for this. I will paste my master prompt. I'm asking AI to set a 30-minute timer, but because I don't trust AI yet, I will set my own 30-minute timer.
30 minutes is doable. An hour, not so much. But 30 minutes, you could do 30 minutes.
Here's my prompt. All right, we gotta do the setup. Step 1, what is my target language, your current level, and your focus country or region?
So because I've built this prompt, one of the first things that I addressed was a big pain that I had learning Flemish, which is give me resources that are actually useful in Flanders and not the Netherlands or anywhere else in the world where they speak Dutch. If you're learning a dialect language, or even if you're learning Spanish from a specific country, you can specify in the setup part of this prompt. So I want all of the idioms, the slang, the cultural context to be about Flanders because that's my target culture and target language.
Target language, Flemish. Current level, B1 to Belgium, Flanders. They're gonna switch. We'll go full Vlaams from here on out. Timer started. I'll keep the time and give a halfway plus 5-minute warning. Let's jump into section 2. 5 Vlaamse uitdrukkingen. 5 Flemish expressions. I'm already so excited.
Once you get past the setup phase, it's all about input. All good language learning starts with getting inundated with input, and so I will ask AI to give me 5 sentences that are useful in daily conversation. And these might be idioms, so things that locals say, or it might just be expressions that are useful. But then I've asked AI to give me a little short story so I can actually have context to understand how to use those expressions in a sentence. And I got a hilarious and very Flemish story.
So this story is about a girl whose bike broke down and the guy has a replacement bike.
What's very helpful about this is that our brains are wired for story. And so when you're doing something like learning language, the more context and story you build around it, the more likely it is you'll actually remember. And then comes the comprehension part. Did you understand the expressions? Can you say it in different words?
And, oh damn, I got one wrong. What? Klopt qua betekenis maar een hang.
And then of course you might get some stuff right, you might get some stuff wrong. In this case, I got a few things wrong, but that's okay. I'll show you how to use your mistakes at the end so that you lock them in and don't make them again. And I love learning language to learn about culture, so the next part is all about culture and giving me specific cultural context to help my understanding of these expressions.
So the cultural notes in authentic Flemish. In Vlaanderen klinkt dit heel informeel en vriendelijk. So if you say, hoe gaat het ermee? It's very informal and friendly. Het wordt vaak gebruikt tussen buren. It's usually used with neighbors, colleagues, and friends. With this prompt, it's giving me the specificity between Flemish Dutch and Dutch Dutch from the Netherlands.
And the next part, gotta be my favorite.
Super cool. It's giving me a resource to watch, VRT Max, which is the platform that I've been watching, and it's telling me to watch the soap opera Dust, which has been on my list and I haven't done it yet. So it's giving me resources. Y'all, this prompt is good. We are already at 8 minutes. Laten we doorgaan naar stap 3, targeted grammar. Ja, zeker.
So after the fun and games of the idioms and the culture, we had to get to the vitamins that have been hiding in the brownie: grammar, grammatica. Grammar is one of those very challenging things, flashback to the trauma of French class in high school. But it is one of those things that if you drill down and really microscopically hone in on the things that you're struggling with, you will improve.
Let's go. Grammar time.
So for the grammar part of the session, I asked AI to isolate one grammatical concept.
We're gonna learn how to use And
in the updated version of the prompt, I actually ask AI to ask me, are there grammatical concepts that I feel like I'm struggling with, or notice if I've made mistakes in my previous answers, and use that as a practice moment for grammar. So in my case, AI told me about the grammatical concept of gave me the definition of what it means, gave me the use cases, gave me sample examples, and then tested my comprehension with a few different things.
So I am sure of it. And it takes the place of something. I have 3. So I have 3 things. I have 3. Plaats vervanger bij plaats. Ik woon al lang. Okay, so I didn't know that. You can say like, I live in this place for a long time, but I live for a long time. And covers the place. Anybody who's not learning Dutch is probably like, what the hell is she talking about?
And this is when it turned into a language book on steroids.
Okay, so now we're gonna do drills. This is gonna be easy. And 3 spot the mistake challenges. Ik ben zeker van. We hebben 5. Okay, nice. 3 correct. Let's do it.
Y'all already know you need input and you need output. So then you have to make your own sentences.
Wil je dan nu meteen doorgaan naar jouw 3 eigen zinnen met Daar is het laatste deel van staat 3. Ja, ik woonde voor 3 jaar. I don't know if that's correct. We'll find out. So yeah, the second one was incorrect. Damn, we've done 15 minutes and I swear to you, I'm sweating because I feel like I've done so damn much. This is good.
Since we're at the halfway point, I wanted to stop, take a little breather, and give a big shout out to today's sponsor, Preply, which is my favorite language learning platform. I found several tutors there before, and because we're talking about AI, I wanted to actually level up my notes with my tutor and create an AI prompt to digest all of the things that I've learned.
You can take your tutor notes, put it into AI, and using a prompt, you can ask AI to not only condense all of the mistakes that you've made that your tutor has put in the chat, but you can ask for follow-up exercises so the next time that you have a Preply lesson, you are not making the same mistakes.
If you want to have access to that prompt, it will also be accessible in the link below. AI can teach you a lot of things, but what it can't do is help with pronunciation, and it can't help with the human connection that you can make with a tutor. Tutoring is an essential part of all language learning, in my opinion, because it allows you to laser focus on your problems. And it's not a this or that, it's this and that. So do your self-study and get yourself a tutor so you're not locking in those mistakes. And you can get 50% off your first trial lesson on Preply with my link. Just click down below and you'll get all the goodies. Let's keep it moving. The next part is the second half of the drill, which is a lightning round. This part kind of took me by surprise.
5 quick sentences. I have 10 seconds to answer. Ik reageer kort met feedback. So I only have 10 seconds to respond.
I'm now supposed to answer a bunch of questions that AI randomly asked me.
Wat vind je het mooiste seizoen in Vlaanderen? What season do I think is the best? The hard thing is it's 10 seconds on the clock. Oh my god.
And I've increased the time limit on the revised prompt. Now you'll get 15 seconds per question.
Ik hou zoveel van... Damn it, all types of typos. Damn it. Mooie antwoord. Beautiful answer. So this is the better correction.
And what I found super useful was that I can answer in my words, in my language that I have, but then ChatGPT responded with more natural ways to speak like a Flemish person.
I messed up on zoveel, that makes sense. De dagen enden nooit, de dagen lijken nooit te eindigen. Wow, that's new. The days seem never to end. Okay, next question. Wanneer ben je voor het laatste verrast geweest? Oh shit, this is hard. Ik was verrast toen ik een hele conversatie in Nederlands kon. Wow, very motivational and beautiful antwoord. Nice. Last question. Als je 1 nieuwe vaardigheden mocht leren, welke zou dat... Wat betekent vaardigheid? I'm learning new words.
Don't forget that it's a conversation, so if you don't know something, you could just ask.
Skill or ability in het Engels. Okay, this is a good question. And this is actually using conditional. Nieuwe vaardigheid mocht leren. Oh, wow. Ik, Jano, of jaar. Let's see. Zou ik. Wow is informal. Kan wel een gesprekstaal, maar zou is neutral. Okay, so wow is not incorrect, but it's more in the spoken. Okay, so honestly, this is why my spoken is better, because I'm making just tiny little written mistakes, which I still need to fix, and it's nice to know that I can do this. 6 minutes and 59 seconds. I cannot believe this, even with the sponsored break.
And I wanted to wrap up the session on a high note. So I really wanted to learn 2 new connectors, 2 new expressions, 2 new pieces of language that would make me sound a little bit more fluent.
Do you want me to do the two connectors? Yes, I want to get 2 connectors. Ja, alstublieft. Oh my god, if I do this for my other languages, my brain will love me. Okay, these are the 2 new connectors or idioms. Bovendien, extra info toevoegen. This is such a pretentious word, like bovendien. Ja, alright. So bovendien vind ik het leuk om nieuwe dingen te leren. So in mijn ogen is muziek een belangrijk deel van het leven. So in my eyes, music is a beautiful and important part of my life.
And then I got surprised again because at the end, AI made me rewrite my answers.
Oh shoot, they're making me add in the new connectors into my answers above.
Which is a perfect way to use something that I just learned in an actual sentence that I would say.
Can you tell I'm so stoked? People who say AI is making us dumber just don't know how to use AI yet. Okay, so now I have to add bovendien en in mijn ogen. And I can add in all of my corrections. Waar die het zou leren, wil ik iets muzikaal leren, want dat is mooi. Okay, een leven, I misspelled that, zonder muziek.
My brain was literally pulsating 25 minutes in, so I knew that I had to move on to the wrap up.
I can't believe I'm doing this, and I can't believe it's working. Je hebt de bovendien en in mijn ogen. Okay, so it's saying what I did correctly, which is nice. Glad for the whole. Okay, so I'm ready for the next session for tomorrow.
And I've made this part of the prompt even better, but you have to get access to the prompt to see what I did.
So can you make a cheat sheet with all of the corrections from my mistakes today? So my correction cheat sheet. Now this is what I need. I need to know what I made mistakes on. This is now what I will create a new Drive document for. Okay, so we're gonna do. Oh, and just like that, the timer's up.
And because I love to stay organized, I added everything to a Google Doc. And I intend on building on this Google Doc and reviewing it before my next session. So yeah, do I think AI is the only answer to learning language? No. Do I think that we should use AI to help our workflows? Yes. Do I think that if you ask AI to ask you questions, you will come out smarter than just asking for answers? Abso-damn-lutely. Was this a crazy dope experiment? Yes. I actually did learn a lot and highly suggest that you try it out. Let me know what language you're learning below, and thank you for watching. Don't forget to try out Preply, because none of this matters if you can't actually verbalize language. The point of learning a language is to speak it. I know it's damn hard. The good news is you're not alone, and technology is being developed to help us even more.
I'm so excited about this. This is cool. It only took 30 minutes. Pretty damn crazy. Wish me luck. In Flemish, you say thumbs instead of fingers crossed. Thumbs. Oh, and by the way, Flemish is Dutch grammatically and with most of the vocab, but it's basically the difference between English in the UK and in the States. So when I say Flemish, just know I'm talking about Dutch, but the Dutch spoken in Belgium. And why am I learning Flemish? Voor liefde.